students aren't receiving the appropriate care they need due to lack of access, affordability, a range of issues that's keeping students from walking to counseling centers, from getting the help that they need. And specifically, even if we do get those students to the counseling centers, there's not enough psychologists across the country that can deal with that amount of people. Over 1 million of these students have made suicide plans at some point in their lifetime, and 300,000 attempts have been made. We lose 1,100 students each year, specifically just college students, just the college population, to suicide. I've witnessed these numbers on a deeply personal level, with losing family members to suicide, finding one of my friends and having to take her to the hospital after one of her attempts, and specifically my own dealing with depression through 7 years of my own life. So I became really curious about how to bridge this gap. It's a large amount of people. That's most of the population that's dealing with mental health issues. So I started a survey around campus, and for my own survey, I found that 60% of students were dealing with mental health issues and 70% weren't going anywhere for help. So where are students? They're online, we're consuming content. So 77% were interested in content that aimed to improve their mental health, and 90% believed a community would have helped them. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with Mindset Movement, is starting this conversation, opening up actual support and strategies for helping people with their mental health. 18 to 21-year-olds, this was my campus on study, 50% were watching online videos 1 to 5 hours per day. 90% read articles more than 10 minutes per day, and it gets you thinking about what exactly is this content that they're consuming, how can it help them and shape their own perceptions and thoughts and behaviors. So that's where I created Mindset Movement as a launching point for specifically peer-to-peer content around mental health and our human experiences, incorporating positive psychology that can help anyone at any stage in their lifetime. The solution is to unite a community, get people talking about an issue that affects every one of us, our family members, ourselves. Specifically starting with engaging peer-to-peer content. Storytelling has been huge. Peer-to-peer content such as Thought Catalog, Odyssey. Our generation is interested in creating content, and we are really consuming it, obviously. Another one is the creative community events, which I'll speak more about, which I'm hosting here in Iowa City at the Englert on March 30th. And this is bringing that conversation more face-to-face, talking about our human experiences in a new light. What I've been researching for the past few weeks is developing an integrative mental health program, specifically for the college population that would be sold through to universities, to give students the tools and the resources they need to tackle on college the stress that it comes with that, and good coping strategies that they can take for years on their life. New studies have been shown that for every dollar invested into the college student's mental health, they get a $6 economic benefit. So it's a pretty huge difference that this can make in our lives to get the people who are dealing with issues access to the care that they need. So I really focus on an integrative approach because our mental health is made up of a lot of different facets. Our thoughts, our emotions, our attitudes, our behavior, our nutrition and exercise, our environments, and it influences the chemicals within our brain. So what Mindset Movement does is brings people to Mindset Movement, specifically the peer-to-peer content with people dealing with issues, people who have overcame issues, who are now coping effectively, who are healthy individuals, bringing them to that same space, and also bringing the care and connection along with the strategies and knowledge. If you think about the nonprofits such as Active Minds on campus, what they really do is they try to advocate information around mental health and get people to counseling centers, get them to doctors to receive the help, but these people aren't going. So really focusing on giving the support strategies needed through the content, which is kind of focused around the therapies people get in counseling centers, such as cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, a range of different techniques that can be transformed through the content. So my future goals is to continue researching and testing out the program that I'm thinking about developing, reaching out to college universities, more students, and see what engaging content would they want to consume. Expanding the current content on the websites as well as the audience, and hopefully developing a team, because it's a team of me and people who have graciously helped me with the events and other activities throughout this, and then also create an advisory board of psychologists, different health practitioners to help support the website as well as the program. So about the event that I have coming up, it's on March 30th at the Englert Theatre. It's around empowered adversity, something that we all face in our lives, but often we don't talk enough about. There's people who overcome adversity, who now see it in a new light of a way of growth, and I want to offer that mindset, that perspective to people who attend this event. So I have a range of people speaking, as well as poetry and a local musician. Jessica Plale is a graduate art student, and she created this art exhibit around sexual assault and domestic violence that really started a conversation and connected and created a community of women who had dealt with that issue and brought them together. So it'll be a panel of just about 3 people for that one. And Joe Sluntick's a local entrepreneurship teacher who will be speaking more of when things go wrong, because they will and they do wrong in life, business, and entrepreneurship. Frederick Newell started the Dream Center here in Iowa City for local families. Betsy Rippentrop's a psychologist and also owns Iowa City Heartland Yoga. So she intertwines the mind and body practice in her work and will be specifically focusing on adversity. Justin Leonard's a local musician, which would be cool to tie up the event, speaking about adversity and music and how he uses that to cope. So again, the event's Wednesday, March 30th, 6 to 8 p.m. It is a free event, and it's at the Englert Theatre. And you can visit the website at mindsetmovement.org. So now we'll open it up to questions.